I'm sharing now with you some words from the late Maya Angelou, who, on a visit to a Chicago church to read poetry, ended up speaking to a much more serious question, because that very day before she came, a number of children were murdered in the city of Chicago. So she broke from her poetry for a moment to say this: I know that the children are being murdered. It's happening in Chicago. It's also happening in St. Louis, in New York, and Savannah. At some point, we have to stop this madness. We have to stop it. We have to say, wait a minute. Hello, hello, hello. No, stop it. Then she continued, it has come to me to say to each of you that each of us, we have the possibility of changing somebody. Remember it. Stop it. Don't pretend that you've always been free. We have a responsibility to those who went before us and those yet to come. If you really know who you are, that you've been paid for already, you'll be a kinder person. You'll be more generous. You'll look after your children.
Wow. I'm Mary Glasspool, and with me are members of the Diocesan Program Group on Peace and Justice, and we've just concluded a 4-hour meeting where we are reflecting on events of the past and planning for an agenda and events for the future to try and create a non-violent world. Specifically, what is it that we can do? And we have 2 things that you all, any of you, can do today.
One of the things that you can do is to send a postcard to your elected officials. The process can be simplified so easily on the web these days. If you go to act.everytown.org, there's a postcard that you can send to your elected officials asking them to support common sense handgun legislation.
On the first day of summer, June 21st, we celebrate Asking Saves Lives Day. Parents are accustomed to asking about whether someone will be there to watch the children, whether there's a pool, whether the toys that are going to be used are safe. But it becomes awkward to ask about whether or not there are guns in the house that might find their way into the hands of children. If you visit AskingSavesKids.org, you'll find materials including brochures in English and in Spanish that make asking easier. They're easy to distribute through your Sunday school, through your preschools, and at the grocery store to anybody you know that needs to ask this question to keep our kids safe. AskingSavesKids.org.
But we thought we'd just offer a couple of concrete things you can do if you are in any way, shape, or form affected by the epidemic of violence in our culture today. Thank you.